Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This is Saquon Barkley calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s. You're
out of there, buddy.
And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Julius Peppers. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. To try and get after the sack. Wilson, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's
got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds.
Quit, Brody. Just quit. Cool. We don't want them around here. What do I get? We out here. How much can he go for? 106. Let me check. My head. 160, right? Okay, let me see Ed Reed. Nah, the best. Who could we? Jim Brown, no. Champ Bailey, no. Shannon, Howie. Brian Dawkins. Let me see. Dawkins. 91. 100 feet. Let's see. How long? No, I gotta take Sherman. I gotta take Brother Sherman. Brother Sherman, Brother Sherman. We on some new level. We on some new level.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23,
Imagine.
make it the 24-yard line.
Imagine.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
What does he have on this X Factor? Brian Bother, Dwight Freeney. Dwight Freeney? I guess Dwight Freeney.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down now, Dickerson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Right back to him on first down.
Oh, I should have ran that out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
54, Mike, go. Check, watch 54. Hey, 0. Run left.
0, 0, 0.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
I'm going to run through the E-gap. Nah.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
2 yards lead. It's 4th down.
Eddie Wilson. Hey, alert. Go.
4th down. Here's Wilson. He finds Beckham complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
We got to get the ball. Right here. Double tap. Shit. Alert. Shit. Check. Fresno. Good.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Forced out to his left.
Ooh. Oh, I
Nice
got
job there
it.
on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Push it back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Go 14. Run left.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Got it. Good, 4 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go, G. Hey, alert. Hey, zero, security,
A 1st carry for the legend is Bo Jackson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Be a long day for you.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Look left. Come to me, it's me.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow,
let's go. That's
their way
mine.
back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He lets it fly for Lockett. And got his man complete.
Wow.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. Looking for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Wilson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. He's coming. Run left. Watch the safety creep. Safe.
To throw again is Wilson. Flush to his right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now Wilson on 1st down. James has got it, complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays.
Let's go,
He's got
Taylor.
the lane, and there he goes. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score.
What? Why he quit? Anyways, why he gotta quit? Why you gotta say you're crazy? Cause if you're gonna break my heart, just break it. $1,000 $1,000 What goes for 2,070? 200,070 kinds. Shoop. 2,350. Say you miss me, yeah. Think you wanna make my heart just break. Amir Abdullah. Chidobe Owuzi. Oh, sure. Here we are, here we are, here. My bad. Amazing.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Let's go, let's go! Coming to you. Coming to you.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 29, Jackson, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by Julius Peppers. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Easy. Check. 10. Under 10. 10. Shit. Alert. Check.
Is it gonna break?
And he is into the end
Just
zone.
break
Touchdown,
it.
Redskins. From a yard out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Stupid.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
The hell is this guy trying to play? Hell, keep on all these behind. Have mercy. Go alternating, keep drunk and lonely. Crying so hard, don't come. It's beast be. Oh. Shaquille. Or should I pick up Shaquille? Shaquille Barrett. Shaquille Barrett. This pepper is not doing anything. No wheeze.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught. Smith. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Go. Go, 4 down. Slam.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Watch twins.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Caught by Jones. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave you the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Following the main field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Sorry.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down. On 3rd down, Dickerson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. He'll try and throw for it here. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Alert.
On first down, Wilson. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Wilson gets this one to Hill. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a hit this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Set the tone. Go down. 19. Watch out. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Alert. Slam. He's alert. Hayward. One left.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
55. Right there. 55. Now.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs.
What?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 28 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Ingram. And some space here. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 2nd down, Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for